Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to this week's live Path to Prosperity webinar. This is for students in the Investor Agent program, which is most of us. We do have students in the program for buying rentals. We have students in the flipping program, and we have students in the property management program too. I don't know if we have any active wholesaling students. I don't think we do. But most of us are Investor Agent program participants. So I'm going to kind of focus tonight on Facebook, all right? So if you haven't done so, if you're new, make sure you go to the website and go into the, up top, it's, realestatewithgarywilson.com. Up top, click on members area, go into log into Silver, and on that left-hand side, you'll see a blue panel. Here, let me just do it. You're going to see all the goodies. Let me get there real quick, and I just want to show this for the new folks. I know the veterans already know all this, but I want to help some folks get jump started based on, you know what, let me back up. I should have been showing you this, sharing this with you. So let me do the share screen. Hang on one second. Okay, go back here, share. That's, what's funny is we switched to Zoom last year. We used to use GoToWebinar, which had a lot of nice features and functions, but Zoom it just beat it out as far as features and functions. GoToWebinar is coming back, but the thing is, the Zoom platform was more stable. Sometimes we had internet issues with GoToWebinar, but one of the things I miss is sharing stuff was much easier on GoToWebinar. So in any case, here we are, we're at Zoom. This is the main page. You click on up here, upper right-hand corner, members area. In case you click on that. By default, all of us are silver. If you're on because you're a guest, you're not going to be able to do this yourself. You can go to learn more and get in that for free for a month and check it all out. But most of us are going to go here on the left, click in, log in. Excuse me. Let me do a share on this so you can see that screen. Okay. And then you click on silver, and this is what I was going to show you. On the left-hand side, this is where all the good stuff is, all right? Cash buyers reports, just click on it, ask for it anytime you want. You put in your zip code, county, wherever you are, it tells you who the cash buyers are, names and addresses, whole 9 yards. The left side of the report gives you the buyer's information. The right side of the report gives you what they bought. You actually get to see the properties they bought. Same thing with the private lenders report. So they're not banks, they're private citizens like us. Left side of the report is the lender, contact information. Right side is the properties that they financed. But back down here, okay, you can see forms and calculators, marketing material, website resources, community site, all that is on there, okay? So this is where you go to get all the website resources, all the places you can look at to research everything you can possibly imagine. And thanks to Louis Reset, we've got an entire list of all the Canadian resources too. And soon to come on the forms and calculators, thanks to Doug and Gwen, Doug Campbell, we had a spreadsheet that it's like the Excel spreadsheet to do look at properties, analyze rentals. And we had a version that had like 5 columns wide. So you could compare different properties, or you can do what if scenarios, 5 different ways to compare the different what if scenarios on an individual property. Well, Doug was kind enough to go in and fix the formulas and plug them in, because whatever I had, for some reason, it didn't have the formulas. And we've used it before. I mean, had it for years. So in any case, thanks, Doug, for doing that. I did have Tio go back and pretty it up and make it back in the original format. So thank you for doing that. But in any case, for all the new folks, guys, that's where you go to get all the good stuff. The community site is where you log in and put your profile. You definitely want to do that. You can put listings out there. All that stuff is out there for you, okay? What I'm going to show you tonight is how we deal with Facebook, okay? So let me share that with you. Hang on just one second. Share this. And I've got a couple of resources, guys, I'm going to actually give you. I'll show them to you tonight, and then I'll send them to Beverly to send to you in tomorrow's email. So just brief bit of housekeeping. Tomorrow, you're going to get an email of this. It's a recording of this. So sometimes if you miss a webinar, it's okay, we understand. Just get the recording the next day. But also in the emails from Beverly, she's going to give you a lot of other information. So we just laid out the webinar schedule for May. All right. Obviously, the travel schedule is the same today as it was yesterday, which is Gary Wilson staying home, as are most of us. So I'm not traveling like I usually do. But in any case, all the updates to the systems, platforms, I mean, constantly things are being changed. And in fact, I changed this checklist earlier today. I was just in Facebook playing around. I'm always constantly learning because we're doing stuff ourselves. I mean, everything that I teach you, either I've done myself or somebody on my team has done. So in any case, this is one of those examples. So let me just clear off the chat box here real quick before we get into the details. And just get your pens and pencils ready. Hey, Louis, they don't have that. We checked with, so guys, Louis is asking, will the cash buyers report work for Canada? It's actually provided from a vendor called FreedomSoft. And we asked them about that. Actually, we've asked them a number of times over the last, I think we've had it for 2 or 3 years now. And we, so yep, we're working on it. That's what we're working on it. I know the data's there. I mean, I'm here in Canada now. I'm in Ontario, just a couple hours west of Louis. And so I know we have the data. I think what it is they don't have enough market share. So what I might do, guys, this is probably going to happen by the end of the year. Let's just, I'll commit to it. How about that? I might actually buy the full license for it. That way we have some control over it, and then I can give you all direct access to it. So you don't have to go through the website to ask your reports. You can go directly. You'll have your own login and password to that. And it's an awesome tool. It costs $30,000. So let me buy it, and I'll give it to you for free. Otherwise, you're going to pay $30,000 or give them $200 a month, and we can basically give it to you for free once we buy the license. So hold on to your seats for that. And Louis, I maybe we'll have more influence once we bought a full license like that. Maybe that's what I'm hoping. We could probably figure it out ourselves too. But thanks for the question. Okay, so back to this. All right. So far, for all the new folks, so far this year, we've covered a number of marketing campaigns. And what I want you to do is this. Go back to that silver level membership area, and up towards the top, it said recorded webinars or some previous webinars, something like that. Click on that, go in, and there's a bar you can just highlight or click on, and it brings up all the webinars with the descriptions. And you can just scroll down and look for the things you want. And you'll see in the last couple of months we've done webinars on specific subjects like how to do podcasts, how to do bus tours, how to get on television. So just to give you an idea here, I'm going to be on Sacramento Fox News on Monday, May 4th. Okay, all virtual now. I used to go to these television stations in person. Now we just do it over the computer. So I've done it before myself. I can show you how to get on television in your area. Okay, so it's one of the campaigns. So they're all out there. What I want you to do is go out there, look at them, and then in those related emails or the related subject, Beverly gives you these checklists and anything related to that subject. So you want to go and grab that stuff, guys, because I've been going through in sort of a methodical way, doing the booklet, the workshop, the letter, all these things, and now we're up to social media. So, and I will be the first to admit, I am not a social media guru. I know enough to know there's a lot that I don't know. That's how much I know. But I know how to use it for our purposes. I've used it myself as an agent, and we use it now in the business too. So you've probably heard it's a big waste of money. And I will tell you, it can be a big waste of money, all right? In the beginning, what I'm going to show you tonight is just how to make a presence for yourself and attract people to you, okay? Without spending any money. I will show you something you can do that will take some money to spend, but not a lot. I mean, you can spend like $1 a day and have more of an impact. I'm going to get to that a little bit later. What I'm doing right now is kind of position you and show you where everything is that you need to be on there and set yourself up. So first things first, as with any marketing campaign, a campaign, if you write this down if you haven't heard this before, marketing is made up of a number of different disciplines, okay? Different aspects, different strategies, different activities, excuse me. And a campaign would consist of different ad sets. See, marketing is the combination of marketing research, right? Getting the data for your market, understanding your market, the people that are in the market, sending a message to the market, that's your advertising, through a particular media. Okay, it's a triangle: market, message, media. All right. So when you have alignment between market, message, and media, you've got a winning ad. All right. But an ad is part of what's called an ad set. And an ad set is part of what's called an ad campaign. The highest level is ad campaign. So for you, you would have an ad campaign called Destin Real Estate Investors, right? Or Hoover Real Estate Investors, okay? And then in there, you'll have different ad sets. An ad set would be a particular purpose. So one ad set would be to brand yourself and expand your reach and attract more people to you, to like you, know you, trust you, and follow you and like you and all that stuff, even on Facebook, okay? That would be one ad set. Another ad set would be to generate leads. So you would the first ad set, which is branding awareness, you wouldn't actually make them leave their email address with you or anything like that. You would just give them information, okay? Show them samples of properties, related reports, links to podcasts, links to blogs, things like that. You would give that just simply to create goodwill for free, okay? That's brand awareness. The second ad set is lead generation, where you're going to then ask people to click on a link to get a free report, to get a book, to get a series of videos, okay? In order to do that, they've got to leave their email address so they can download it, or you email it to them, okay? That's called lead generation. You don't have a lead until you have phone number or email address, or preferably both, okay? And of course, name. And it's three things: name, phone number, email address. Now you got yourself a lead, all right? The third ad set is typically either engagement, conversion, something like that, where you're going to have them really take more meaningful action, okay? Which is make an appointment with you, for example, okay? That's a meaningful action. Those are the three levels. You should have something going all the time on the brand awareness. Maybe it's spending $1 a day. The lead generation one, you want to do at intervals, okay? I'll explain that more when I get to that point. And then the one where you're going to do, actually ask them to do something, that's more specific. It's more one-on-one, when somebody raises their hand and said, hey, I really like that last report you sent me. I'd like to buy one of those duplexes, okay? Well, that's commitment, and you engage with them and you convert them, okay? That's the highest level of, ad effectiveness. So in any case, back to this. In Facebook, most of you already have a Facebook personal page. If you don't have a business page, you need to set one up tomorrow. Maybe do it this weekend, okay? It doesn't take that long. It's so easy to do. I'm not even going to show you how to do that part, because you can just go on there and go to your personal Facebook page, and then type in up top, so setting up business page. They make it like literally just hit a few buttons and you got a business page. What I'm getting at is you should have a personal page and a business page. In fact, if you could each type in the chat bar, type in business page yes, or business page no, or just put biz, B-I-Z, biz yes, or business. Biz yes if you already have a business page, and biz no if you do not have a business page, okay? So far, almost everybody's got a business page. Good. The two actually kind of work together, okay? So I'm gonna try to go through this. Look, David's even providing his own his own page. Good job, man. That's a realtor for you. That guy's engaged. Thanks, David. Okay, so have both pages, okay? Now, let me scroll down. I'll get back to the bar. Here we go. All right, lots of tutorials in this. Sorry, I just did what I just said I wasn't going to do. I jumped too far ahead. Lots of tutorials on this. I'll direct you to one of the ones you can use on the website. If you go back to silver level, okay, guys, and you go into that blue panel with all the resources, search for this one here. It was created on March 22nd, 2016. You'll see something that looks just like that. You scroll down, just scroll fast, grab that. It's like a primer for Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, okay? Then there's another one back in 2018, a lady named Monique did a special session for all of our students where she was using like ManyChat and stuff like that, Facebook marketing. You can grab that one and download that one and watch it, okay? And later on, I'll show you something you can do for ManyChat too. Now, assuming you have a business page, all right, there's a couple things you can do to create audiences, custom audiences. One of them is you can literally define based on employment, interest, job titles, things like that, people that you want to attract, okay? I'm going to show you this in a second. I'm just going to go through this and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if you want to focus on engineers, you know, there's like 450 different types of engineers. What you would do is you would select Birmingham, for example, okay, or Destin or LA or, you know, Ancaster, wherever you are, okay? You can specify the geography, right? And you can put state, province, you can put city. I think you can put county also, okay? What you might want to do is to broaden your horizon is select a couple counties around where you are. And this is true for US and Canada, okay? Then you go into defining the person and you can select electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, civil engineer. There's just all different kinds of engineers, right? You can select the dental group and anything that has to do with dentists, family dentistry, orthodontists, things like that. What I'm getting at is you can get very, very specific in your audience selection. And I'm just gonna kind of take my my nice teacher hat off and put on my stern teacher hat for a second. The reason why people spend so much money on Facebook and waste it is because they're trying to spread the word to too many people. They're trying to be the servant of all and the master of all, and it doesn't work that well. It's actually better to niche it down, okay? So for two reasons. Number one, it's going to save you some money. Like if you spend $100 on an ad on Facebook that's going out across the entire United States, you're going to get very sparse results. You're going to be spread too thin and very diluted. However, if you focus that same $100 just on Alabama, for example, or better yet, just on greater Birmingham or the counties around Birmingham, that $100 is more concentrated and it'll reach more deeply into the population, okay? So real quick, just take a pause. Does that make sense what I just described there? This is very important because we're all realtors, and unless you're like me or I'm all over the planet, you're in a specific geographic area, you want to focus your marketing on that area for tonight's purpose. Later on, I'll show you that yes, you can attract people from around the world who might want to invest in LA or Birmingham or Toronto, for example. But for right now, I want you to niche it down and focus down, okay? Because the second reason is this. Most people who start doing Facebook marketing, quite frankly, stink at it, including me. Even the best marketers will tell you in the beginning, it's just like, my gosh, it's a huge learning curve. And I'm going to help you with it, but I'm telling you, the best way to learn is to do it, okay? And get it out there and look at other people's ads. Think of the ad, when you're on Facebook, make a mental note of what posts get your attention. And then do a screenshot of it or take that and send it back to yourself to only you can see it, so you can review it over and over again. One of the best ways things you can do for yourself to make good posts is to look at posts and determine what grabs your attention, okay? And use those. So in any case, back to this. You can create a custom audience by selecting people based on jobs, employment, things like that. You can also do what's called a lookalike audience. So, for example, most of us are working with investors already, or we want to work with investors, or we're investors ourselves. And let's say you've got some transactions. You served, and you've got in your database thousands of people, and you've done thousands of transactions, for example, okay? I know some of you are brand new. Just kind of paint a picture here. You can actually upload your database. You create a file format that Facebook tells you, name, phone number, email address, okay? And you can import it into Facebook, all right? And then what they do is you tell Facebook, grab all the other Facebook accounts that look like these people in Alabama or in Southern California, wherever you are. County might be the best thing here, all right? And they will only send your post out to people who look like the people you've already served. Does that sound like a really good idea? Well, let me tell you it is, okay? I'm living proof. I've done this before, and we've had our best successes with local-like audiences because they're going to go out there and find other people just like the people you've already served in any area you want to. You can make it small, large, whatever, okay? So those are the two main ways to create ads. What I want you to do tonight is I'm going to take you in to just do a simple posting to provide some article or something like that, okay? And for free. I'm just going to get you started, but I'll show you how to do these other things too. So in any case, big picture stuff there. We talked about creating a custom audience. We talked about creating a lookalike audience, and I'm going to show you this. So hang on to your seats, right? Also, there is a there it is. Select the webinar 2016-03-22. We talked about that. Oh, here's a tutorial on ManyChat. Type in your chat bar if you've ever heard of ManyChat. Okay. Let's see. We got some other respondents here. Cool. Yeah, Louis saying dead on. Yep. That was, I'm sure, had to do with the niche marketing. Okay. For ManyChat, this link you're looking at here, you're going to get that tomorrow. You're going to, in your email tomorrow from after the webinar tonight, you're going to get that link. This is a recording of how you use ManyChat. Okay. It's a great way to further systematize, automate, and otherwise make easier your reach to consumers. Okay. Basically using Facebook. Okay. Before I go into Facebook and we're going to create an ad, I'm just going to go over a few more things here, things for you to write down. I know you're going to get this in email tomorrow, guys, but I want you to just take crib notes, because what happens is when you see it and you hear it and you write it down, and then you're going to get it again delivered to you in an email, it's going to increase your retention rate. You're more likely to take action on it. So I'm going to ask every one of you to commit tonight to, if you don't have a business page yet, to set one up no later than the weekend. And also, whether you have one or not, before the weekend's up, create a simple post for yourself. We're going to go through that tonight, demonstrate it live, and that way you can get the recording tomorrow and replay it over and over again to help you through setting one up yourself. But a couple things to remember. Video is king, and Facebook is telling us this, and they have the stats to prove it, okay? Having a minimum, a picture of a person on any post you put out there always attracts more views. It just does. In fact, it's 2 to 1. By the way, if you took 2 Facebook posts side by side, post A has no picture of any person. It's just a wording kind of thing. And the second post B, has a picture of somebody in there. The one with the picture gets twice as many views as the first one with no picture. All other things being considered equal. That's right from Facebook, okay? So write it out right away. That tells you, use pictures. And if you already got a Facebook personal page, you've already got pictures you can use. I used to think, well, it has to be a picture of me, and it has to be a picture of me teaching a student or something like that. And we still have a lot of those. But the reality is that Facebook says they don't care. They just want you to see a picture of somebody's face, okay? So in any case, use pictures. If you have a video, Facebook rewards you for showing video, okay? Facebook rewards you. Their algorithm will help you get more responses from a post you put out there if the post has a video in it, okay? Minimum picture, best is have a video, right? Now, preference would be live video. You can actually do Facebook Live. I'll show you that here in a little bit, okay? Pre-recorded videos are good. Just make sure you're not bringing them directly over from YouTube. You can, by the way. People think that you can't put a YouTube video on Facebook because they don't like each other. You definitely can, but I can tell you, and I'm for my own results, Facebook will not reward you as much if you put a YouTube video as if you had put your own video directly on there. Let's say you take a video with your phone, you load it directly to Facebook. That video will go further than a video you loaded up from YouTube, okay? So in any case, pictures, video, graphics, all that stuff is really good stuff here. Here, I got to correct my spelling again. What's funny is for all the new folks, I always create these these things ahead of time before the class. I always get prepared, and I go back and I see some of my spelling errors because I never was good at science. Okay, so back to this. You want to make it upbeat, positive, and fun, nothing negative. In fact, Facebook tells you in their own tutorials that they don't like negative stuff, and they'll put up with it for a little bit, but they won't let your post go viral if it's a negative thing. And even if a picture is negative, they'll flag you. By the way, I've seen people have their Facebook accounts put in limbo for a bit, even shut down. Okay, and one of the reasons is pictures they don't like. So you got to make sure you can't go wrong if you're putting something that's positive, upbeat, or fun out there. Just remember that. And looking at a house, looking at a property, because most people will consider something exciting, right? Something fun. In any case, posting content. All right, I think you should do a post every day. That's what I think. I know people that post stuff all day long. I don't have that kind of time myself. But when it comes to business, you got your personal page and your business page. Your personal page should be all personal, okay? Every now and then it's okay to put something businessy on there. If you got an event coming up, like if some of you are going to be doing a workshop coming up here in June, you definitely want to put that also on your personal page, because some of the people that know you, like, and trust you might want to show up and give you some moral support. But in any case, back to the business page. Believe it or not every ad should be, or not every post should be a businessy type post. It should be a ratio of 1 to 7. So for every 7 posts you make, only one of them should be some type of a call to action. Do a free home evaluation, get a free list of properties, stuff like that. You want to make it 1 out of every 7 posts, okay? But this is how some people get away with doing 7 posts a day. That way they always get 1 post a day that's a businessy type post, okay? Any case, that's the story there. You can do most of this on your phone, even creating the videos, all right? So let's do this. I'm going to check the chat box, and then I'm going to jump over to Facebook, and we're going to actually do some of this stuff, okay? Let's see, Louis Reset, ManyChat. Yes, there you go. Thanks, Louis, for putting that out there. Yep. Let's see, I thought I saw another one out there. Chris Latham, that was Chris's Facebook. So by the way, guys, if you want to help each other out, everybody can see each other's posts. You'll see Chris put his out. Chris is a veteran. I've known him for over a year now. He went through the commercial program too. Let's see, Lucas Real Estate. That's Helen Lukash with Keller Williams. She didn't give the link, but you can go Google it. I mean, go to Facebook and search it. David already put his out there. David Edwards, facebook.com/David Edwards, realtor. So go check each other's Facebook pages out and provide your feedback if that's what you'd like to do, okay? Oh, Louie, you did put a cash buyer's link out there for Canada. Well, God bless you. I got to remember that somehow or another. I tell you, Louie, if you could send that to me in a email, that would be awesome. Well, let me go back down here. I think, and Diane put hers out there. Facebook.com/love the way you live. Love the way you live, Naples. Ooh, I like that, Diane. That's pretty good. Love the way you live, Naples. Oh, it's not Canadian. Okay, sorry, Louie. That's okay. Thanks. We'll figure it out, Louie. I know between the two of us, guys, Louie and I are both techies at heart. Unfortunately, Louie's much further advanced than me because I've let my skills. When I learned how to program, it was on a block of granite with a chisel and a hammer. That's when I wrote code. In any case, Louie is younger and better looking than I am. How about that? So back to this. Let's jump over to Facebook, and we're going to actually do some activities here. Okay, that's back to the website. Facebook. I'm going to share this in just a second, guys, so hang on just 1 second. Okay, let's see here. Whoops. Oh, that is cool. Okay, let me do share. Okay, now you can see my personal Facebook page. By the way, this picture here is called the Lesnar Bridge. This goes over a place called Lynn Haven Inlet in Virginia Beach, where I used to live, and I'm down there several times a year. We got some really good students down there. Dan Levy This guy's Ray Shavley. We go back, holy mackerel, we go back 39 years. Is that right? 39 years. And he's a retired executive from Bank of America and also number 3 man in Liberty Tax, retired from that. And now he helps people do IPOs. He helps people build businesses and launch them. He's working on one right now that's a pretty big monster. In any case, they just built this bridge right where he lives. So he's pretty smart. He posts these things out there, all right? He knows what he's doing. So this is the kind of stuff you want to post, all right? Now, what I want to do now is go to where it's up, this arrow up here. See that triangle right up there? I'm just going to go right to where you actually create an ad. All right, actually, let me do this. Let me go to the business page first, okay? So let me go there. Let's go do it over here. So my invest, oops, there it is. Okay. So this is the My Investor Services. It's actually supposed to be Real Estate with Gary Wilson, but Facebook's a little bit behind right now. And I'm going to show you just a couple of posts. So this is one for a class coming up on Friday in Sarasota, Siesta Key, all right? So you'll notice they put the long link in here for registration. I don't really like that. I like doing what's called bit.ly link. I have a video telling them what the class is about, okay? And in the background, you see I've got this banner, and this, because this is in the picture itself, see, these words are not overlaid the pic. They're not overlaid the video, excuse me. It's a background in the video. So the reason it's important is if you have a pic or a video that you've overlaid it with too many words, like you have a picture and then there you put a caption, if the caption is more than 1/3 of the space, Facebook will flag it. Well, one way to get around it is this banner, here, I'm touching it right here, right? Actually, that's a different one. A different banner, but the point is this is in the view of the camera. It's not on the screen. Does that make sense? So in any case, you can buy banners, honestly, guys, for about $60. Custom made, shipped to your house, framework and everything, $60. You might want to get one or two, especially if you're going to be one of the students doing the workshop coming up, okay? Doing your own workshop to this. And it gets back to this. You always want to have a headline that's attention getting. Now this ad, this post went out only to realtors in and around Sarasota, Florida, okay? Is that right? Is this just Friday? Holy smokes. I'm sorry, West Palm Beach. Yeesh. West Palm Beach. So this is going to the southeast Florida coast. But if you notice here, it's 6 words and it fit in here where nobody has to scroll, it didn't get cut off. Work with investors and earn commissions, okay? Right smack to the point. And I'm going to show you the custom audience here in a little bit. But the audience is made up of strictly realtors in the area. Brokers, realtors, agents, associates, no matter what company they work for, it's all in there, okay? I think this just got put out there, actually. Yeah, 8 a.m. this morning, in fact. No, that's the class 8 a.m. Yeah. In any case, you hover over that, and look, they can click on it to go sign up and register, all right? In any case, I just want to give you an idea there of what I'm talking about. Let me go to post. Let me go back. Hang on one second. Click on post. Whoops, excuse me. That probably wasn't even the best example. Oh, so there's Yuma's one of our agents in Houston, and I put her on the podcast. We recorded it back in, I think, November, December timeframe, and it just went live this week. And you can see it's a picture of her and the wording. Now, this wording is actually in the picture, so that Facebook would count that as words, and it doesn't take up more than 1/3, so we're okay with that. Nice little graphics are good, and we give them a description. And this, by the way, Yuma would take this and put it on her own Facebook page and also send it out in her email to her database. And she'd also would put it on LinkedIn and YouTube and all that, okay? So, and you guys can do the same thing. I've interviewed Louie on the podcast. If any of you want to be on the podcast, please shoot me an email and just say podcast, or I want to be on the podcast, or something like that. And I'll interview you. And now the only thing I ask is you got to already have some business underway. If you're a brand new agent, it wouldn't work so well because you haven't established yourself yet. So podcast works if you're established, okay? So if you already had a few transactions, you're in the business, been an agent for a couple of months, and maybe you've already bought a duplex yourself, for example, I can put you on a podcast, okay? So there was a requirement to start that strict. But if you're a brand new agent, you wouldn't want to, you'll see, you wouldn't want to do it if you're a brand new. Give it a couple months, we'll get you some transactions, and then we can put you on there. Everybody else, email me, Gary Wilson at kw.com. Just say IEA podcast, for investor agent, IEA podcast, and I'll do that. In any case, the thing about all these is you can boost them. See, I could boost this for Yuma in Houston if I wanted to, and spend $5 and give her some more bang for a buck. How about that? In any case, let's do this. Let's go ahead and we're going to create an ad. All right, instead of talking about it, we're just going to do one. So up in the right-hand corner, you'll see I'm hovering over this down triangle here, upside down triangle. So click on that, and you get the recording. So I'm going to try to not move that fast, but I just want you to see this. You're going to click on Manage Ads. Okay, on Manage Ads. You can do this from your personal page or your business page. It doesn't matter. That triangle up there is always there, right? Now, I'm going to go over here and click on my name, all right, because everything's in my name, so I'm going to click on that. And when you do this, when you set this up, guys, Facebook is very good at guiding you through things. So we have a business account. I'm not going to show you that tonight. If I have time, I'll show you that. Right now, I just want to show you the basic stuff, okay? I'm going to show you how you can create an ad from scratch. So I click on my name, and I get to see stuff that's running right now. Okay, so let me make sure you can see this. Hey, can you guys see my screen right now? I'm showing you it looks like a report or a chart, and it's basically showing the some results of some current and past as Susan can see it. Okay, perfect. All right, good. Sometimes I'm not sure when I switch screens if it's being shown or not. All right, so you'll see I got one running for brand awareness right now. We're running that one in Arizona. Okay, so we just started it today. Look at that, I've already got 50 results. 50 people have grabbed what I gave them. And all I gave them was a report of 7 reasons why real estate agents should work with investors. That's all I did. 733 impressions, 517 in reach. It only cost me 4 cents per result. Okay, and these people are now, they like me, let me trust me, okay? In any case, let me create an ad for you here. I'm not gonna actually create it, I'm gonna take you through the steps. So you click on create ad, and the first thing you have to do is select what the purpose of the ad is, okay? Now, just high level stuff here. The one I showed you was brand awareness. So I'm going to hover over this and show you what brand awareness is. It increases awareness for your brand by reaching people who are more likely to be interested in it. So this is what I was saying. We're going to do a post here in a little bit where I'm going to show you how to put out a free report. Okay, I'll go back and do that in a second. Right now, I'm going to show you how to create an actual paid ad with a custom audience. Okay, so brand awareness is for when you want to attract more people to you. Okay. And you always want to be doing this. You want to be attracting people to you all the time, all right? And you know, once you are up and running, and Facebook knows who you are, you don't even have to pay. You just I mean, you can do a post like that and get the same results. What I'm saying in the beginning, you'll have to spend $1, just $1, all right? Okay, so that's what you do if you want to let people know who you are and attract them to you because you're giving them free information, all right? Let's go to lead generation, okay? Because once you're to have that first part going, that's one ad set. Brand awareness is one ad set. Your campaign would be, Susan Hayes, Chris Latham, that's your campaign, or Gary Wilson. Make sure you have your own campaign. Ad set would be either brand awareness or reach or traffic or conversions. So brand awareness is the one, always one ad set. The second one should be something like lead generation, because if you read this, It tells you lead generation. See, what happens is Facebook is going to optimize your ad to achieve this result. It's the algorithm is different for lead generation than it is for brand awareness. Okay, so lead generation is going to drive more leads to you, where you get email addresses from people. And this is one you will do where you're going to say, hey, I've got this awesome book you can read for free. Click here, and you can take them to a landing page if you want, or take them. You somehow or another, you got to gather their email address. In most cases, you do what's called a landing page. So on your own website, every one of us should have your own website. If you're with Keller Williams, which most of you are, you already have one, okay? And you can add pages, all right? Well, what you can do is you can add a page where somebody leaves their email address, and then you send them this free report. If you're really sophisticated, you make it more automated. Landing page, they leave their email address, hit the enter key, boom, it goes to their email, right? So in any case, let's just keep it simple for now. This is the second thing you want to do once you got your awareness up and running, is start to get people to give you their contact information, okay? And that's just one example. Leave their email address, you give them a free report, right? There's a number of things you can do. I'm just going to try to keep it simple for the sake of time. Now, later on, you're going to want to convert them or engage with them. So you might do something like engagement, an engagement campaign. So that will be your third campaign. This is where you get people to, like it says here, page likes. That's important, but I want more. So I want like event responses or offer claims. So you make them an offer, and they have to accept the offer. They have to claim the offer, right? Or you're going to have an event like a workshop. Some of you were doing in June. You want to set that up, and then they would click on your link through. You put the link for your event. So we use Meetup to do that. It's a Meetup link. You put that right in the Facebook ad. They go there and register. Now you got their contact information there, and you got them to register for your event. See what I'm saying? That's the kind of stuff I want with engagement. All right, that would be your third type of ad. Conversions. You might be thinking, why want to do conversion? You can, but conversion really more has to do with like people use conversions or actually are selling something directly, like a product, or they want us to take them to a store or a restaurant, things like that. That's a conversion. In our case, we're going to be converting people directly face to face. That's how we convert people, all right? At some point, you got to have a meeting with them and interview them. It could be over the phone, right? It could be over a Zoom call. But if the point is, the way we convert people is face to face, either through Zoom, phone, or in person, okay? So back to this, lead generation. I'm just going to click on that. So let's click on lead generation, all right? And now we got to figure out, we're going to have a campaign name it's called lead generation. We're going to do, we're not going to do a split test called A/B testing, all right? We're not going to do the budget optimization. That's where you let Facebook manage your budget. We don't do that. So we continue, all right? It's going to go on the My Business Services Facebook page. Ad set, by the way. Let me go over here, see the screen, my screen for the webinar is blocking some of my features here. Let me go down here. Here's what I want to show you. Audience, okay? Let me do it this way. This will be easier. All right. Here's the people in a reach, okay? I'm going to use what's called a saved audience, okay? Let's call it Alabama RE, all right? Now, if you didn't haven't already done this, you would do create new audience, and here's what you're going to do. For your area, it would be United States or Canada. Then you would put in a state or province. You can get very specific, okay? Right now, we'll just say state. Specify the age, okay? People most likely to be buying or selling a home, 21 to 64. And this ad, the one I'm showing you now, the audience I'm selecting was already created for something we sent to anybody who's in real estate, brokers, okay? So you'll see they work at Sotheby's, they work at Keller Williams, they work at Coldwell Banker, they work at, Berkshire Hathaway, they work at, there's all these different places they can work at, all right? So we specified the age, their job or employment in Alabama. That's very, very specific, okay? So we're gonna do that. You can also do what's called duplicate audience. Now up here, what I didn't show you is, let me just drop this down here, I'll show you this. You can create what I told you earlier is called a lookalike audience. Doesn't look like it's going to show me here. I'm probably, you know why? Because I'm not in my business account. Lookalike audience is when you can upload a file of your current clients that you served, and you put that in there in your audience. So it would be a custom audience, but it's specifically a lookalike audience. And then Facebook will go out and find all the people on Facebook in Alabama that have similar profiles to the people that you, in the list that you gave them, okay? But back to this, let me go back here. For the sake of this exercise, we're going to use the audience I've already created, okay? And we go down here. We want it to be automatically placed. This will go in people's, if you, here, I'll just click on this and show you, all right? So it's going to go into the, it doesn't actually tell us here. Usually it'll tell you it goes into their news feed, it goes into the marketplace. You can tell it to go to Instagram, you know, all kinds of stuff, right? And over here it gives you all the different reasons why you might or might not want to place it somewhere. So placement is where it's going to be shown. Now we get down to budget and schedule, all right? You put in your daily budget, how much you want to spend in a week, all right? And at that point, you can go and actually create the ad, okay? So let's hit continue here. And this is one of those things you're just going to have to do yourself to try it out. You'll have the tutorial here. You'll have the checklist, all right? And you'll also will have, you know, just you trying it yourself. So in any case, you'll see here, you can always pick a picture. You can upload a picture from your computer. If you're on Facebook, if you have a lot of photos already, you can grab one of those photos. This is one of me when I spoke at Harvard last summer, okay? It tells you what the size has to be, okay? You can upload a video, like I said. So in any case, you want to get your picture or video up there, all right? And then down here, right? You want to put primary text, what you want to tell people, what the headline is. And one of the things I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to send you some information on how to create headlines and how to write some copy. You put a description in there, display link, call to action. We want them to sign up. That's the call to action. So call to action, remember this is lead generation, okay? So if I drop this down, I'll see apply now, book now, download, get offer, get quote, learn more, okay? These are all the things you might want them to do, okay? And if you select the button or the link, your ad that represents the action you want the people to take, okay? And over here is a picture of what it looks like, by the way. Whoops. And you come down here. Instant form, we're not going to do that. But essentially, you know, you're getting to the point now where you've actually got to hit the enter key and you're going to actually pay for it. But we're not going to do that because I'm just showing you this. What I want to do right now, though, is go back, start over again, and go to, let me go back here, go to my personal, yep, I'm going to leave this page, okay? I don't want to go to Ads Manager. I want to go back to my own page. Hang on one second. Oops. I'll send OK. And I'm going to actually show you how to do a simple post to give them some free content for your followers. Oops, you know, I got to start over again. Sorry, let me go back here. I had too many backwards keys going. Oops. I think I might have gone too far. I did. Let me go back in and I'll start over again. So Facebook, let's create, those are people's stories. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to do a post here. I'm sorry. I'm going to go back to My Investment Services. Let me do that again. Sorry. My Investment Services. Actually, I can go here. Hang on one second. All right. Let's do a post. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload a photo. Okay. Let's go to my picture library. Here's my kids. Let's see. Let's do a Rolls Royce. Okay. We'll put a Rolls Royce up there. All right. And then I'm going to upload, if it'll let me, post scheduling. Let's do this. Photo video. Why real estate agents should work with, whoops, I'm gonna go back up here, work with real estate investors. Now, one of the things I did here, guys, if I can spell it correctly, is I used real estate twice in here, because real estate is a very highly searchable term, okay? And I put a question mark. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, let me see here, where do I have that? Let's go here. I'm going to grab a link for that special report. Okay, let's see, masterclass. There's a special report. I'm going to actually give this to you. Beverly's going to watch this, so she'll be able to give you the report. 7 reasons why agents should work with investors. Let's see, flipping masterclass. We don't want to do that. 3 days. Cash on cash return, cap rate. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to go back to my email because I know where it is. All right, let's go back here. So I'm going to just grab this link. Okay. Let's see. Judy. Let me go back down here. It's from this morning. Whoops. Okay, I think I'm almost there. All right. That's what I'm going to do, guys. I'll grab this link and I'll be right back with you. I promise. I just got to get where it is. Here it is. Okay. I found the link. So you're going to get this. In fact, if you want to, if you're already following me, I'm going to actually create this post right now. Okay, so let me go back to Facebook. Type it in there. By the way, I want to make sure, hang on one second. Hey, Louis, is my screen showing? Louis is asking, what's my daily ad spend? So Louis, it depends. Ads, but Louis is talking about, guys, how much your budget is. And, you know, we've had success with things we put out there that were literally $1, okay? And we've had other things we put out there for over $100 that didn't do anything. So ad spend is going to be relative to a couple of factors. One of them is the market you're in, how many people live there, the audience you're selecting, how broad or narrow that is, okay? And what it is you're trying to accomplish. In other words, when you do a brand awareness post, that's going to go a lot further, a lot more impressions and reach-ins per dollar. If you're doing something more specific, remember we said like engagement, having them, register for an event or something like that, you're going to get, it's going to cost you more per result. So your budget's going to depend on the campaign, how many people you're reaching, and where you are geographically. So in any case, I'm going to go to the bit.ly link and just use this. So what I'm going to do is create this post. Whoops. Let's see, why real estate agents should work with real estate investors. Here's why. get this report, period, oops, click here, all right? Now this is very rudimentary. Then you can drive one of these, all right? And I'll put one exclamation point. Check this out. Facebook does not like exclamation points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and post this, all right? I've got a picture. I've got a question that catches their attention, a headline. I gave them something to do. Click on that link, right? Get that free report, and I'm going to post it, all right? Now let's see what happens here. Sometimes they'll post it right away. Sometimes they'll say, we're going to review this. And sometimes when you put a picture out there, they'll want to review it, okay? So it looks like they're going to review this one. But what I wanted to show you is you can boost that. So this is an event, you can boost an event, but that post I just put out there, like this post here, I can actually boost it. So let me show you that. So this is just, if you don't want to go through the rigmarole creating an ad, you can just create a post and then boost it. Just be careful though, when you boost it, you want to select your audience again, right? So I'm not going to boost this, but you hit the boost button, it lets you select your audience, age, location, and some characteristics about that, about the people you want to attract there. So let's just get out of that. I don't think it's going to let me. Let's go back. Let's do cancel. There we go. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you some things you can do. What I just posted out there right now, the one I just put out there, let's go back. Let's just do post and see if it's up there yet. We'll do a refresh on that. See if it is. You guys can actually share that with your clients. There it is right there. See that? Now, if you saw this popping up in your news feed, would that picture of that Rolls Royce grab your attention? Just type in yes or no, okay? Some people are like, I have no interest in Rolls Royces, and I understand. But if you look at it, it was a very simple post. The picture is definitely going to grab their attention. They're going to want to read and see, well, what's this all about, okay? And let's see, why should real estate agents work with real estate investors? Here's why. Get their support. Click here. Then you can drive one of these, okay? You know, it's funny. I might actually get some results from that. So put that out there. Let me go to the chat box. We're actually just running over time. I'm going to try to wrap this up. Yeah, I love. Hey guys, you know, it's funny. I'm very frugal, but I love my cars, and what I learned to do is to not buy them, but to just rent them for the day. So we go up to this place called Mont Blanc, north of Montreal, and we race cars like once or twice a year. We'll rent Ferraris and Lamborghinis and Corvettes and stuff like that. And you can race around, and that's a lot of fun. Then you spend a few $100s, and then poof, you got the thrills. But you don't have to own a $500,000 car. So learn that lesson the first time around in life. Okay. In any case, guys, I hope this helps you. Just know this. I want you to write this down. There is all kinds of content you can post. Back in the checklist, let me just go back there real quick. Let me do share. And I apologize for running over. I just want to make sure I give you a complete lesson here. So in any case, you do your post, you're going to get some responses. When people respond to you, you want to put them on a campaign. And this is one way you can do this. Send them a message back, asking them, you know, what their biggest interest is, flipping, rentals, whatever. Always make it something benefit driven. Don't just say, hey, do you like rentals better? Say it like this: flipping a house, earn a big paycheck. Own rentals, giving you passive income for life. Okay, make money without needing money or owning the property. That's wholesaling. Okay, then you give one of these free books, and they'll associate them getting the free material with you. You want to create that bond from giving. We give you this stuff to give them. So in any case, then you put them on a nurturing campaign if they're not ready to do anything yet. This is a bunch of videos you can give them, and you got to follow these instructions. You don't want to just dump this on them because they won't like that. You got to, it's called a drip campaign. You want to nurture them over time. This gives you what to give them in the nurturing campaign, and you wrap it up with this video right here. one set for flipping, one for rentals, and one for wholesaling, okay? Then down here, it just tells you, you'll know when they're ready. You interview them, you qualify them, and you work with them. Any case, like I was saying before, I just gave you one idea. You can go and do a virtual tour of a property, or have your owners do a virtual tour of a property. You guide them through it. You're on the phone with them. They're walking through, filming their property. And then you post it on your Facebook page to all of your contacts, asking them to share it. Now you just got a listing, and that person's property is getting showcased all over the internet in your area. You can do that by loading it to YouTube too, by the way. You can get a recent article. Go to the My Vista Services website. Just let me go back there and show you this real quick. Okay. Or let me share this. You share this again. So if you're looking for content, I mean, you don't have to go any further than this. Look, podcast. Click on the podcast. Click any podcast you want. Give them the link for that in your post. Give them a recent blog. Put that in your post. Okay. Go to the YouTube channel. The one I just gave you all the links in there. Give them that information. There are prescribed nurturing campaigns that you can give to your clients, and you can do this through Facebook over and over and over again. So you're always giving them something of value. Okay. I can't emphasize enough to do this. Give them the forms and calculators, guys. These are given to you to not just be for yourself, to share with your clients, right? Here, there's a bunch of them out here. Hey, Doug, I'm going to see if the new one's out there. There it is. Opportunity quick analysis. Let's just click on it. Okay. So this is one that Doug was kind enough to work on on the side. Let me bring it up and I'll share it with you. It's Excel. There we go. So let me do share on this. Share that. Okay. So this is the original look, but now the formulas are in there. Well, everybody watching this, you get access to this. You download it from the website, and then you can send it to your clients. Look at it and give them samples of properties. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Let me just drop this and go back to where I was. So all the forms and calculators, inspection reports, rehab analysis forms. These are all blank forms you can give them and put your name on there and your phone number and your address. Okay. You actually get the actual Word docs. Okay. In any case, all these website resources, you can say, hey guys, check this out. I just found this awesome website. Allows me to look at all the banks in the area and see if they got foreclosures. Okay. And give them that link. Okay. Your clients will love you for this stuff. All these books here, these premier books, I wrote them. I mean, then now the publisher has them, but I kept rights to be able to give the original source to you guys. You can grab any of these, download them, or better yet, in the checklist, you get the links for those to get directly to your clients. But all this stuff's going to give you gobs of content to give to all your clients, doing it through Facebook. Okay, I know I'm going long, guys. So just want to switch the screen. Oh, sorry. So new share. Sorry. See, that's the funny thing is I can never tell when it switches the screen or not. Let's see. Yeah, Doug Louis says thank you for that. That's awesome. So it's an awesome report. Side-by-side comparison. That's the spreadsheet I was showing you. In any case, guys, use this content to share with your clients and get them interested in investing if they're not already. And it doesn't cost you a dime. You got it because you're part of the program. Okay. It'll help you. There's a term called reciprocation. The more you give them, doesn't matter what the source of the material is, just as long as you give them material that they can digest and use. I mean, heck, you can go to the main website page. Let me go there real quick. Go here. Let's do share on that. Okay. All of these are clickable links. Here, I'll just click on wholesaling. All right. Give them that link right there, free ebook wholesaling, and they can go here and grab this free book on wholesaling. So in any case, let me go back to the chat box. Does anybody have any questions? I know we just gave you a rapid fire course on why we use Facebook and how to use it. For right now, what I want you to do is this, guys, just type in your chat box, just say, Gary, I'm committed to number one, if you don't already have a business page, to create one. It's now Wednesday. create it by Saturday so you can have Sunday off, okay? And do your first post like the latter one I just did, a free post. You'll get the link for that. There's a couple of free reports and things you can give people. It's all on your material, and I just showed you a bunch on the website. Post one of those things out there for free, right? And ask your families and friends and neighbors on Facebook. Hey, share this with any if the person you think is interested in investing. Okay, just do that. And if you want to get the gold star, I'll give you a third assignment before next week's webinar, which is next Thursday. No, wait a second. Let me just double check here. No, it's a Wednesday. So next Wednesday, the 22nd, I want you to do this. Actually create an ad. That was the middle part of the class tonight. Was going in, go to Ads Manager, go in and create an ad, real simple, basic ad, asking people to click on something to give them like one of these books, for example, okay? Chris did it. Yay, Chris, awesome. Hey, I want to show you one more thing. I promise this to be the last thing I show you. Here's what I'm going to send you. I'm going to have Beverly send you, all right? So Louis, thanks for reminding me of this. Let me share this so you can see it. Okay, I'm going to send you 2 documents tomorrow. Beverly's going to send this to you in the email. One of them is 7 proven headline formulas that convert. You're going to get that in tomorrow's follow-up email. You're also going to get this one. Let me share this one with you. Okay. Writing headlines that work. For some reason the title didn't come up here, but that's what it's called. So 2 different documents you can read and get real guidance on writing headlines. Headlines should be short and sweet, to the point, and you shouldn't be putting a lot of yous and yours in there. It's different than direct marketing. When we do direct marketing like a letter, we use you and your a lot. But on Facebook will penalize you for using too many yous and yours, okay? So to make it, you'll see in these headline documents how to write them, what I'm talking about. So you're gonna get that. I'll send these 2 links to Beverly, these two documents to Beverly, so she has them to send to you. Okay, guys, now I promise you, that's pretty much it for tonight. So let me close out some of these things here and leave it with this. I appreciate you being on. We had a pretty full house tonight. Hope you guys like that. It's just a primer, but the main thing is to get the recording tomorrow, get the goodies I'm going to send you. You'll get the spreadsheet. I mean, the checklist for doing this with the webinars you want to watch. You'll get this webinar, and you'll get these other documents here for you to serve your clients, because that's what it's all about. I got to tell you, Zig Ziglar said it perfectly. The secret, people always ask, what is the secret to success? There really isn't a secret, but if there is a secret, it's serving others. That's the secret. The success is in serving others. Serve as many people as you can. If you want to invest, help them invest, and now you're part of that business, and you'll find yourself investing too. But I wrote a few things down. Let me get back to this that I want to give you here. So that was for Jody, excuse me. This is for you. I saw this the other day. The future belongs to those who see opportunities, okay, before they become obvious. So remember that. The future belongs to those who see opportunities before they become obvious. So a perfect example is the situation right now. It's already starting to turn for the better, and it's going to be turning fast. So right now is the time to be striking, swinging the bat, and getting yourself out there ahead of the curve. We know when things warm up, everybody's going to get back in the game and start doing their marketing that doesn't work. You're going to already be starting this. Get this stuff going now, because you see the opportunity before it's obvious to everybody else. That's the whole point behind that. Also, one more thing you can post on there, by the way, every one of you should be doing a booklet by now. And if you haven't, do the booklet. And it's, again, I'm going to put on my Stern teacher hat. Guys, do the darn booklet, because it's working. People are getting results. I mean, I'm getting emails daily from people. I sent the booklet to my audience, my email addresses, and it worked. I got like 3 new clients, 5 new clients, whatever, and they already had them as clients, but they didn't realize they wanted to invest. That's what I'm saying. Do the booklet. Well, you can now do the booklet through Facebook. Okay, you can now do the booklet through Facebook. So in any case, one more thing I want to share with you is this is one of the things. It's an old saying, but it's always darkest before the light. What I want to say after that is get ready for the light. Okay, and be a light for others. Shine your light. Show them by having faith and taking action, and I promise you will get results. Okay, that's my preaching moment for tonight. You guys have a wonderful night and an awesome, safe, healthy weekend. And I will see you next Thursday. All right, take care and God bless. Bye-bye.